As we do this coast to coast here, I want all of our cameras in Los Angeles, Miami, everywhere we have cameras, I want them focused in right now on the face of one Lucy Rodin, because we have not been able to cover here the news of her going out to Colorado, seeing an exciting game that Mike is dying to talk about because he's never been such a big Stanford fan. And Lucy somehow, I want the advice of the people in this room, Lucy somehow, because she lost a glove, I don't know how you lose a single glove while out in the cold, she left the Colorado game when it was 29-0 in favor of Colorado, as Shedeur Sanders at halftime was updating his merch store in the locker room. She left and didn't do her job in the second half. And I'd love to know what the explanation for this is. I'd also love the group in here to help decide what her punishment should be for just failing to execute her job in the second half.
I would like to defend Lucy for a moment as someone who only has single gloves of a pair of glove. Like, I'll have a left hand of one, a right hand of another. Never identified with anything more than losing one glove. Also, if they're up 29, you're like, wow.
It's a very Stugotz move.
Dan,
I respect it.
I'm proud of her. Yep.
Dan, I know how much you love Colorado. I didn't want you to have to see them lose.
Yeah.
I did it for you.
I'm glad that you've had 4 days to work on your excuse, and that's the best that you can come up with. I actually understand what Charlotte is saying, having mismatched gloves at home. I don't understand how you lose a glove in the first half when you're cold. That's the part I don't understand.
I know how it happened. So I have a nice pair of gloves, and they don't have like the little finger tap thing. So when I had to post on social, I had to take a glove off to use my phone. And I believe that when I was filming something, the glove fell off. I continued to go. Then the glove was gone, and I knew I wasn't going to get it back.
So it's your fault, Dan. She was posting social for the Dan Le Batard Show.
Your gloves.
Yeah, you do.
I wanted it to be like I took the glove off to post something, and then a blizzard came and just blew the glove away up into the sky. And I said, well, that one's not coming back.
I just want to understand the decision-making a little better. So your right hand then got cold and you decided, I quit. I am no longer going to do what I was sent here to do.
Would you have quit if it were 13-0?
No, I wouldn't have quit if it were 13-0. So it was 29-0. At that point, I wasn't leaving. I was going to the press box because it was so cold. So I was in the press box and nothing was happening. And I leave Iowa games early all the time, and they have never come back from being down 20. They have never come back from being down
Iowa's
7.
not real life.
It is, and they're going to the playoffs, so you need to accept it right now.
They are going to the college football playoff. I know it.
You're welcome. And then I got mustard all over my sweatshirt, and it was just, I wasn't having a good time. The game felt over. We left. The game was not over. It was a mistake. I'm sorry. I will accept whatever punishment is given to me.
Take me through, though, the horror and the darkness of arriving in your hotel room and now watching the comeback. Take me through what it is that you were feeling when you realized the error of your ways.
I texted my old coworkers, and I was like, I might need my job back soon. I might be getting fired for this. I wasn't, when we were like in the car on the way to Denver, because that's where we were staying, I was like, hey guys, Stanford's coming back. Stanford's coming back right now, but don't worry, I think we're good. Once we were in the hotel, I was like, this is only going to end one way, and it's going to end with me getting embarrassed, and I should be embarrassed. I felt bad, but then I thought the videos I filmed in the hotel room were funny, so I felt less bad. But then people were mean to me online, so I felt more bad. It was a roller coaster of emotions.
Lucy, what you should have done is you sent a message on Instagram, I'm going to continue this on Threads, and then just live tweet the game from your hotel room without letting anyone know that you actually left.
It's a heady play.
Yeah, I could have lied. I realized that like when I was back in my hotel room, I was like, I could have lied and totally been away, like, and no one would have known. But I already posted about it, so I would have lied. I don't want you to think I would have been honest. That was not the play. I just simply had already said it.
I would argue is the better content play in the long run, though, not to lie.
Thank you.
No, no. Having cameras there to capture the people, the student body of
She
They
did
all
that.
left too.
Yeah, she did that.
They all
No.
left too.
Having Lucy be in that building, having to process everything that just went down. No, that would have been great content. Much better than Lucy in her hotel room. What are we
I
doing
just think we
here?
wouldn't be talking about it today
Yeah.
if she hadn't
No,
left
we'd
the
have
game.
spectacular
Sure
video
gets
from
it.
Boulder.
We'd be talking about the video. Nah, probably
But-
not.
No, Mike, what you're saying is it would have been better had she not left. We're saying would have been better for her to lie and act like she had not left and just pretend. And I kind of feel like
I think Mike is also biased here. He wanted Lucy's coverage of the single happiest moment of his sports life.
I had a rough week leading up to that. I texted Jess immediately following, hey, do you want to go shopping and relive some of Lucy's Instagram posts? Read them aloud? Let's have a fun day. But no, you robbed me
I said
of
yes,
seeing
by the
sad
way.
Colorado faces.
I would never turn down a shopping spree, Mike. I said yes.
It was such an embarrassing look, Louis. And I don't know what the punishment should be. Because you're already going to so many Iowa events, that would be the punishment that I would come up with.
I was told that Lucy was not the only person that left a college football game early this weekend.
How about that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very intrigued here.
I was
What,
told
that
that
I
one
left,
Mike left in the third quarter of the UM and North Carolina game.
But what if they would have come back?
I did. I did leave the Miami game
How the
early.
turns have tabled.
I did.
Did you
The
lose a
difference-
glove, Mike?
Wow, did you get dirty with
I
mustard?
lost
I
a
think
lot,
Lucy
I lost
suffered
a lot
enough.
more than a glove, but also I wasn't being paid by Metal Arc Media to be there for the entirety of the game. I was actually being paid to fly
Semantics.
to LA with a 3:30 a.m. wake-up call. So yeah, I left early.
what a hero.
Thank
He
you.
left early because he needed to be here.
Needed to be here.
I left early because
Like
I had
you needed
another
to be
event.
there.
That's a record for ha's away from the mic. From Stugotz.
It sounds like a soundboard. Like, is he actually doing
Is he
it?
actually
What?
there? And is Jeremy an
Talking about
actual
it,
bear?
Is Jeremy the bear of bad news? I see Cody there. That makes me happy. Greg, usually by this time in the show, we have noticed a lapse in your stamina over
Thank
the
you.
course of the last couple of months.
Correct.
How are you doing right now? Usually at this time in the show, you are pretty disoriented. How are you holding up? How did you do today? Was there a back in my day today?
In spirit, there was.
Right.
There was no back in my day technically because you weren't here. So in
Right.
your honor,
Yes.
I did not do a back
What
in
was
my
the
day.
acronym? You had an
Yeah,
acronym for
you
it?
had it right.
It's COWDII, only when Dan is in.
Right. I
That's
should be
why-
offended by that,
Why
but
was
I'm
there a
not.
C?
Yeah.
Why was there a
The
C?
C's silent, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
The silent C.
C's silent.
OWDII, only when Dan is in. But to answer your question, I am.
So your theory is right, Dan. He's starting to fade a little bit. But
No,
anyway, go ahead.
listen, look at here. I am
forgot he
full of
was here.
vitality. I am full of vitality, dick vitality.
Yes.
It's
Hey,
an
yo,
amazing
what?
thing.
Baby.
Dan, I'll have you know that Greg is a best-selling author right now.
Yep. Him and Ron McGill, they have a book out. It's #1 on the charts.
Stugotz,
Thank you.
Greg, what was the C going to stand for? I want to know what does the C stand for on why we didn't get a back in my day today.
OWDII. Only when Dan is in.
Right.
Is what it
He
stands for.
misread his O as a C.
Yeah, it's a new acronym. You know, it hasn't even been patented yet. I've trademarked it like Deion Sanders. I'm trademarking everything I say. So we'll see if it passes
Wait a
muster.
minute. I'm on to you
What do you
guys.
mean?
You guys got a soundboard there that not only has the Stugotz, but also has the Stugotz fake laugh in it. I've missed that. I've missed that the last couple of days. Why didn't we bring that with us?
You still can. Pay me double. I mean,
What?
Greg, how did you do today? And Chris, I want to
He was
put that
great.
question to you right after your
no.
father answers it.
I think it was an award-winning performance by me. I don't know if they give out specific awards
Marconi's, yeah.
for something like that, but if they did, I'd feel pretty good about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really
He was
really
bad.
would.
This is honestly the nicest Chris has been to his dad in months.
yeah.
I don't think he was critical of his dad once today.
Except when he just said that he was
Yeah.
bad. Other than
Well,
that,
other than that, he was
Yeah,
pretty nice
okay.
to you today.
Yeah, no.
How did the bear of bad news hold up under one of these punishments when all of these punishments are usually a lot worse than we ever think they are when we're choosing them?
That's accurate. I've got good news as the bearer of bad news. I'm alive. But other than that, this has not been a lot of fun. It's not.
You can see the sadness through the costume.
It's just simply not fun. I'm not having a good day.
You can see, because his mouth is not working, he does look like an incredibly sad bear.
Jeremy, type on the computer again. It's fun to watch him type. There you go.
Thank you.
This is a night bear.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Billy, how did you get out of jury duty? It seems like you've arrived in a number of different circumstances where you're getting called for jury duty more than the rest of us combined.
Yeah, I served last year, so I didn't even think that they could call me for jury duty so soon again. But I was there yesterday. I finally got released at 4:15. I played the quiet strategy at first and didn't say anything, and that didn't work. And I was still there amongst the last round of jurors. So then I just started asking a lot of questions, and I think that that's what finally had them send me home.
I feel like jury duty should be like Hard Knocks rules. Like, if you've been there in the last 2 years.
I thought that's what it was. I thought that you couldn't, if you serve on a jury, I thought that you couldn't go.
But that was a criminal one, right? This was civil. This is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's federal and county.
Right.
Now, Billy, question for you. Did you ever feel like you were in the show jury duty when you were on jury duty?
No, but you want to know a fun fact? So we actually, Sullivan reached out to Ronald, the guy from the show, and no lie, Ronald told us he could not appear on the show in solidarities with the actors. He is on strike right now. Ronald.
Good guy.
Ron is not a scab.
Yeah. He's also not an actor, so it's weird, but...
Well, he kind of is.
You think he's a SAG member?
Unwittingly.
100%.
No, I think you have to have two speaking roles, two titled speaking roles to be in SAG.
No. Thank you guys for carrying the content load over the last couple of days. We'll have more and more coming out of Los Angeles in the next couple of days. Jessica, what would be your assessment of the last couple of days? I can tell it's a lot more relaxed. It's a lot looser. I can tell that everyone seems a great deal happier to have both me and Mike gone.
Except for Jeremy.
Well, you just said it for me, so.
He's going to bring that big Phoenix energy.